What is going on, leaders, entrepreneurs, and influencers? What's up? Long time no chat. It is great to see you all. Hope you're doing amazing. So, I want to share with you all 3 lessons from our social awareness week 5 of the emotional intelligence course that we're currently running right now. So, 3 lessons. Number 1, reading nonverbals. One of the gentlemen who is in the course is a CEO of a large international company, and he's a very squared away guy, very squared away. I don't know if I can share the growth that his company has had just in 2020 alone. I know it's been a challenging year for a lot of people. It has been challenging for him as well, but because of how much growth they've had, not necessarily, anything negative. And so he, very successful CEO, has been a CEO for a number of years now. I will say that his company is, a multi-million-dollar company. And one of the things he shared is, one of the things that we have in our course is a body language assessment, how well you do at social awareness at reading body language and nonverbals. Many of you all know that the majority of our communication is through our nonverbals. And there's different stats and stuff that you all can get the research on, check it out in more detail. One of the things he said was, man, look, I'm great at reading people. I'm a pro at this. I'm going to get 100%, but I'm going to just humor you, but I'm going to get 100%. He came out with a 65%, and he couldn't believe it. He could not believe that, because he came, he knew, man, I'm going to smoke this thing. And come on, I'm a CEO. Like my company has had tremendous growth, and it was very impactful for him to have a benchmark of like, wow, actually, okay, this is an area that I may need to work on. So just something to challenge you guys with is how well do you read nonverbals? Have you ever misread nonverbals? How intentional are you at communicating nonverbally? Realizing, this is one of my favorite exercises that I've recommended to a lot of people that have gone through our course, even on our podcast a number of times. For those of y'all that are either listening this on our podcast, EQ for Entrepreneurs, or on our YouTube channel, or watching this live on Facebook right now, or whatever the platform is video yourself. Video yourself just throughout the day, that kind of thing. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes in a normal part of your day, and or even at home, and watch the video of yourself. Okay, that's boom, watch the video of yourself. But then watch the video with no audio and see if you can tell what your nonverbals are saying. Or even more fun, include your spouse, include your children. What would your spouse or children say that your nonverbals are communicating? And you can even do it at work too, but of course you get permission and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that's a fun exercise. The next one is, in the area of social awareness, is toxic positivity. Anyone ever been on the receiving end of toxic positivity? How does it make you feel to be on the receiving end of toxic positivity? I have not only been on the receiving end, I used to dish out toxic positivity. I used to be the CEO of toxic positivity. And I obviously am not happy about that and feel terrible about that. I am very thankful that I'm now on the road to recovery of not being a toxic positivity guy anymore. Now, after all the studying and research and work that we have done in the area of emotional growth, emotional health, and emotional intelligence. So that's another topic that we talked about. So just be aware of that, man. In fact, I was in a group, Facebook group, where a gentleman was expressing some really tough times he's going through. And that's one of the things, this is another exercise that you can do. One of the things that I do in social media is really work on my self-awareness and self-management and social awareness by responding thoughtfully and thoroughly to at least one post, maybe one post a day or one post every couple of days, where I'm practicing emotional intelligence, practicing validating and affirming, which is my third point, validating and affirming each other's feelings and emotions. You don't have to agree with them. What better time to practice that than in the midst of where we're at right now in our country? Even if you don't agree with somebody, this could be a family member, this could be a colleague, a peer, could be a staff member. Validate and affirm each other's feelings. And there's so much healing and catharsis in just validating and affirming each other's feelings and emotions. Just feeling heard and understood is so powerful in connecting with somebody else. So those are the 3 lessons in the social awareness module that we just covered. We just got done doing our group coaching, Q&A and discussion. And so I wanted to just share some of those lessons that we discussed tonight. Reading nonverbals, toxic positivity, and the consequences of toxic positivity, and then becoming very good at validating and affirming each other's feelings. Hopefully that was helpful. God bless you guys. Have a great night.